What's up, everybody? Y'all know what it is. This is Three Kings Boxing. And as always, go to threekingsboxing.com for the latest grades going on in sport of boxing. Helping me out, I got my man Big Cool. What's going on, Big Cool?
What's good? What's good with everybody out there? How you doing, Adrian?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
All right, now, y'all see, young boy is always excited. He didn't let me introduce the dude, and he already saying his name on his show. You see how excited they are. But as y'all see, joining me right now, one of Chicago's very own top quality fighters, right? Adrian Tigre Granados. What's going on, man?
What up, family? What up? What up? Thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh man, always, always. Now, a lot of y'all don't know, but Adrian was the first dude to ever give me a sponsorship when I had Truth and Facts about boxing, man. So I'm really excited to have him here. And of course, we got Big Cool on, but I'm telling y'all now, this is gonna be an all Chicago show. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna say shit y'all ain't gonna understand, but it's cool.
I know, right? They ain't gonna understand the lingo. We're gonna talk about.
No.
We're gonna talk about thoughts. We're gonna talk about all of that.
Yeah, right. We were talking about Madison Avenue, where you can find them thoughts.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right. We know where the clean ones are, and we know where the dirty ones are.
I'm telling you, man. So let's let's go ahead and kick it off. Recently, Adrian, you was called out by a rising welterweight named Paul Crawl from Philadelphia, man. Y'all don't know. Paul said he beat your ass. I said, no, you won't. And then you hit me up and was like, man, I got something for a dude, man. How do you feel about, because guys look at your record and they think, oh man, this dude is done. How do you feel about that, man?
I mean, it's whatever, bro. Like, people, they like to talk. Trolls, they like to get at me a lot. But you know what? Like, good for him. It's funny. I was talking to you earlier, and yeah, like I knew it was gonna happen. I had a feeling it was coming. Like it was coming soon. I'm like, yo, I'm talking to myself, like, yo, AG, you're a young vet now. You kind of the old guy in the game now. Like, be ready. There's gonna be some youngsters like gonna really coming for you. And sure enough, whoever this guy was, Paul Crawl or whatever, as soon as because you guys tagged me on it, and he's like, oh, what's his name from Chicago? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you would call me out first out of all of them? Like, all right, bet. So that's why I had to hit y'all up. Right away I was cracking up because you were like, Adrian Granado gonna fuck your ass up. Like after he said he beat my ass, I really appreciated that. But I was just like, man, in my head, like, who the fuck is this boy? So I checked him out. He all right. He got a little thing, a nice little style. He tried to imitate the Floyd. But yeah, no, it's because of him that we're doing this interview. I mean, he ain't nobody to me. That's why I'm letting you know, Mr. Paul Craw. Get your weight up first, dog. Get your name made. You ain't gonna make a name off me. If anything, I'll probably add to your resume or whatever. But don't think it's sweet. Don't think because I got them 8 losses. Out of the 8, I'll only count 3. And out of those 3, those are motherfuckers that are multi-division, multi-time world champions. So it's like, you want to call out me? You don't know how hard I worked to get in my position. You had your 140 fights, your gold medalist as a nationals, whatever. That's cute. But it's like, bro, I had to do it the hard way. I didn't have no manager. I didn't have no promoter. I was out here having a damn side job all my life. Valet, car wash, busboy, barback, bank, lawn, freaking cutting grass, walking dogs, and I go to the gym. I was working construction, go to the gym, tired as hell. But it's like I was doing that, and then outside of that, like, yeah, just like you, I didn't call out nobody, but I told the promoters, yo, let me fight anybody. That's why after my fifth fight, I fought Leonardo Tyner. I beat him, but I got a draw. I fought Kermit Cintron. I beat him, but I got a draw. Frankie Gomez, I had him, but it just, that's one loss I'll take. That was my first loss I'll take.
Right.
But yeah, so it's like, it's cool. Go ahead, call me out all you want. If anything, I'll take the compliment. That's cool. I appreciate that. But it's like, yeah, doggy, it ain't that easy. Aside from that, make sure you got your promoter. Make sure you got a good manager, because I ain't cheap, boy. I'm a 6-figure fighter, so you got to make sure the bag's correct. You ain't gonna give me for cheap, doggy. Especially you trying to get right off of my name. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Make sure you come correct. Get you the double digits at least for sure, definitely. Because I ain't gonna fight nobody who 8-0. I'm like, who the who the hell is this little boy?
Yo, he said, get your weight up. You a pup. Get your weight up. You trying to bark on the porch with the big dog.
Exactly. And like they say, what they say, I'm a gatekeeper. Yeah, exactly. I'm the gatekeeper to the promised land. All right. It's only like 5% that gets the pay grade that we get. So you ain't gonna just come up and be, yeah, I want Granados, and then but like after that, yeah, he called out he say Omar Figueroa, your Dennis Yugas, Virgil Ortiz. There you go. Go fight Virgil Ortiz first. Then why you coming for the big dogs, bro? If anything, Omar and you guys, that's me before you, because I need that world title before any of y'all motherfuckers. So don't be thinking you gonna frog hop over ones who've been in the game grinding. Like that's why. But like I said, I appreciate it because I was already like, I was getting bored, and then you lit a fire in my ass. Shit, I ran like 5 miles right after that interview. I like, man, who the hell is this guy? I checked out the tape. I'm like, man, that's easy money. I'm like, all right, bet. So then, yeah, I went to go run. I'm like, shit, these young. I was talking to myself like Muhammad Ali. Like these youngsters think they can get you, Adrian. These youngsters think they on your level. You gotta remind them you still the dog. You gotta remind them you still Tigre, cabron.
Hey, quick question, man. Because you talk about thinking it's sweet. You talked about a lot of those losses were to top level guys. You can make the argument that some of them you even beat. Like you have a lot of split decision, majority decisions. What and you're still hungry as a champion, and you're not a pushover, man. What keeps you going?
You know what it is, bro? It's the fans. It's the fans, man. I've obviously I've got so many losses. I'm 28, 2-1. I mean, even shit that other fight with Javier Fortuna, I was getting ready to stop him, but he pulled a veteran move and he the scorecard. So that was a smart move by him. But yeah, man, it's fans. Literally, I get so everybody like everyone's always just like, man, bro, you one of my favorite fighters, man, bro. Like, don't you won that fight? Don't let it get to you, hey, bro. Everybody still loves you. You're a great fighter. You're a great human being. You're a stand-up dude. Like, don't give up. Don't give up. You still you still got it. And yeah, that's what it is. And me too. I mean, I still love the game. I still love the sport, and I'm not done. I just want to be able to retire and say I was a world champion. So that's why I'm not done yet. I still have the dream of becoming a world champion. I feel like I still can. Shoot, Abel Ramos just fought your Dennis Yugas, and Abel Ramos, that's a good friend of mine. We were in the same stable. Like I've sparred him and I've held my own against him. I thought I got the better of him when we sparred. And then your Dennis Yugas, he got smoked, or he didn't get smoked, but he got his ass whooped by Amir Mom. Like Amir Mom schooled him. So I'm like, yo, like I'm right there. That dude's a world champion, Like, come on, man. Like, let me get next, So I got to get these wins up. I got to get me like what? I'm gonna give me 2 tune-up fights, and then I want to take like I want an Adrian Broner rematch. I hit him up after he did that interview with Vlad TV talking about he knew I wouldn't beat him or whatever. I hit him up like, bro, I beat that ass, and aside from that, I whooped your ass worse than sparring. So don't talk that shit like I can't beat you. So yeah, AB's my boy though. Shout out to AB. Yeah. So we chopped it up, and I told him too. I'm like, bro, and let's not be nice this time. Like, let's go World Star. Shit. I'll be like, we could talk shit because he knows me. He knows I'm a real motherfucker. He knows I'll be in the, I'll be with the shits. We could go in the press conference. Getting at each other's necks. Like, y'all say fuck you. He'll be like fuck you. He'll say fuck Mexicans. I'll be like, I love my brothers, but fuck you. Like. So yeah, so like I would like a Broner rematch. I told him too, let's run it back in Chicago. That shit will pop off, Like we fought in Cincinnati, let's run it back in Chicago, see what happens, And I'd like to fight Keith Thurman. I think that's another fight. I've already fought all the other big names. The only one left is Keith now. I like your Dennis Yugas, title matchup. Another one too. I'm rooting for Danny on this fight with Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence wins it. I think he's a better fighter, but Danny's still a bad boy too. And we don't know if Errol is fully recovered mentally and completely from the car crash. So let's say if Danny beats Errol, I want to fight Errol because I was always cool with Errol. Like as far as a fighter, I was a fan. But then when I got knocked out by Danny, and like he want to talk shit to Sean, like, oh, you had a hard time with Granados, whatever. I'm like, oh, bet, like, fuck you, motherfucker. You would have had a hard time with me too. Like, don't think it's sweet because Danny wiped me out. Danny wiped me out because I had a flu 7 weeks out that lasted 4 weeks that ended up with bronchitis. I'm not making no excuses. Danny's still a bad motherfucker. Maybe he does beat me, but not. That's the rematch I want because he didn't fight me 100%, So hopefully, he wins that fight. Prayers to him. I hope he wins that fight. Um, I would like to become a mandatory to fight Danny again. But yeah, like I said, I've got my own plot. I'm not done yet. Now I'm a true welterweight. We made some changes in the gym that were needed, and I'm not done yet. Like I said, I'm 31. I got like 4 or 5 years left in me. I always said I always wanted to go to like 35 because I ain't trying to stay in the game for too long. But yeah, man, I'm just ready to rock. I'm ready to get like a tune up in, and then after that, like I said, give me somebody. Should I take the winner of Josecito Lopez and Frank Santana? I'll take one of those.
Oh damn!
Yeah, bro, I'm there. Give me all of them. I want all.
All right. Let's get my man Big Cool in there. Big Cool, what you got for Granados?
All right, Adrian. Like you said, your resume speaks for itself. Do you feel like it's a big disconnect between? I mean, I don't know the age range of fighters under you, but it seems like your mentality and a lot of fighters in your era is to fight whoever by any means. You know what I'm saying? In today's era, it's social media based, and I feel like more of these fighters, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, feel like they earned it just because they got a million followers, and I feel like that's the reason why boxing is stagnant. You know what I'm saying, in terms of the lack of big fights. So, what, in your opinion, is the reason behind it? Do you think it's a genuine fear, or you think it's just too many people trying to be like Floyd and not kind of go the hard route to earn what they really need, what they deserve?
That's exactly what it is. You hit the nail on the head. It's the Mayweather syndrome. Like, it's like I love Floyd for his mentality, for his intelligence. You know, I don't think he's the best ever, but he could call himself the best ever. Ain't nobody beat him. So it's like that's cool. But you guys know what it is. Floyd plotted and chose who he wanted to fight. Shoot, why didn't he fight, Margarito way back in the day when they were trying to make that fight? Why didn't he fight Manny Pacquiao when he was Manny Pacquiao, knocking everybody out and rocking through everyone? Yeah, he want to say the steroid stuff, but it's like, Floyd, you don't think like the real ones like me don't know you had a little drama too with the blood transfusion he was doing, and like it's like, don't act like we don't think you was on some shit either. It's a different age, day in the game. I mean, shoot, I even know about dirt now where I know fighters that are in the game right now. I ain't gonna drop nobody, but I know that there's fighters in the game right now that supposedly the network knows they're on steroids, and they'll literally not drug test them just because they're the A side. So it's like, it's some dirty stuff. It is what it is. It was funny too, because even the other day I'm like, man, like that's some bullshit. Like I'm all natural. I've always been natural. Like I'm like, man, should I? And then straight up one of my guys like, no, don't even start. Like, cause you a real motherfucker, and that's gonna take away from you. And that like, why you're not gonna be Adrian Granados if you do? I'm like, thank you. I'm just like, man, it's just not fair. Like, I'm fighting, dealing with stuff like that. But anyways, back to I think what it is nowadays, people, they just, what's it called? They've got that Mayweather thing where they're just protecting that old. Like, my thing, I don't have the biggest power. I know that. But I was like, I'm gonna try to catch up. My whole dream back in the day was when I got the fight with Floyd, or not, when I got the fight with Broner. I was like, yo, I'm gonna beat Broner, and then after that, I'm gonna go for Manny, because Manny Pacquiao, I was on the list already twice for him where we almost fought. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna get AB, then I'm getting Manny, and I'm be like Floyd. But no, look, I mean, obviously my career hasn't worked out that way, and I'm light years away from that, man. God bless him. I got to meet him when we were promoting the AB fight. And he was so cool that he right away, he told me like, hey, AG, like, I know about you, Granados, you good? Like, hey, man, how do you do it? How do you, like, him and Leonard Ellerby were all like, yo, like, how do you do it, AG? You just always put on an exciting fight, like. And I just told him, I'm like, I just find a way, if you're going to box, I'm going to chase you down and make you bang. If you're going to bang, I'm going to dance around you and make you box. Like, I just find a way, I mean, shoot, when I fought Sean, I knew he had a dirty fighter like reputation, but I didn't know until I got in there. Like he outboxed me. I was gonna outbox him. He outboxed me. He had a great game plan. But then he started doing his dirty stuff, using the head. He started using the elbow. I'm from the streets. You fight, you fight like that with me. I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail. So sure enough, I started throwing the elbows back. I started hitting him low. I started really getting dirty with him, and then he broke. Like that's actually when he started running. That's when he was saying his hand hurt. That's when all types of stuff were happening. But it was like, damn, I wish I would have started earlier. But I've got a lot of experience now to where now it's like I know when I gotta change it. Like I know when I gotta step on the gas, and like I could do it earlier.
Right.
I got
What else you got for him, Big Cool? Go ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Like I said, you got a lot of losses that can be disputed. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Does that, when you look back at that, does it kind of damper the passion and motivation and hunger? I know you just said what you said, but at those times when you train and you got a big fight coming up, is it hard to kind of compartmentalize and get out? Because we've seen you. I think you beat Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? I personally think you beat him. You know what I'm saying? And a few more guys. You was on your way with Fortuna, like you said. He hopped out the. I definitely think you beat Robert Easter Jr. You know
Thank
what
you,
I'm saying?
thank you.
Definitely think that. Does it hurt you? You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, knowing that I was away from my family, I'm sparring, I'm doing all this, just to get robbed because of the perception of the A side may go on to be such and such when it should just be straight fair across the middle, across the
Well,
board. Excuse
most definitely, man. I actually got on the phone with one of Al Heyman's representatives, Luisito de Cubas Jr. He's a great individual. I'm actually friends with his family too. Like his pops was real cool with me a while back. Yeah, no, I hit him up like, look, it man, I know the agenda. All right, I know Al Heyman. I know Al got his picks. I know he got his A side, and I'm always gonna be the B side. But like, yo, like, at least just give me a fair chance, cause I'm like, yo, that last fight with Robert East, it's like yo, it was just like it seemed like the fight was already rigged. Like it seemed like the scorecards were filled out. How do I land 152 punches more? How do I land at a higher connect rate in every category? And the scorecards are 7-3, 8-2, and freaking 10-0. You're gonna tell me I didn't win one round on the scorecard? Like, come on, man. Like, that's a straight spin in the
me.
face. I'm like, so I hit him up with that, and actually he was like, no, 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 Adrian, no, no, no. Look, yeah, he has his agenda, he has his favorite, but we don't got nothing to do with the sport. We don't got nothing to do with the judges. That's them. And that's when he's like, we just got, and I even told him too, I'm like, yeah, that's why we got to stop having old white dudes or older ladies that have never laced the gloves in their life or ever even gotten
Mm-hmm.
into, they never even got into a real fight. They
Yeah.
want to judge me on who won this fight where we're knuckling up. Like, nah. So yeah, I don't know. I already got a bunch of ideas for when I retire because my mind's always going. I think about that, like cleaning up the sport with that, and then also too getting like insurance for like fighters because like we need it.
Definitely.
Let's I'm glad you mentioned it. Let's talk about that, man. Boxing is the only sport where it's like capitalism run amok. Guys
Yeah.
make all this money, but it's also the only sport that's unregulated when it comes to guys' health. We saw, uh, we just saw Ivan Baranchik and Jose Zapata just go to war, but at the
Yeah,
same,
that
but
was
at the
rough.
same time, yeah, but at the same time, we cheer and we scream, but these guys have health issues later on, and Adrian Broner said it best: boxing is a sport they don't give a fuck about you because once you're out of it, they don't care no more about you, man. What can we do to change that? Because a lot of fighters they have physical and mental problems that they suffer from being in the ring and nothing's being done for them.
Bro, we are in just an unforgiving sport. We're a piece of meat. We're literally pit bulls in the ring. We're what's it called? We're the gallo de pelea.
Hmm.
We're the roosters that are cockfighting. So it's just it's just too
This
bad.
motherfucker getting ready for a date, y'all.
You already
They gotta
know.
put the
You already
cologne
know.
on
Gotta
and
gotta
everything.
gotta come correct. I busted out the Versace today.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I said Versace on the floor.
Right, yeah. Go ahead. What was you
Exactly.
saying though?
Instead of fucking a bitch in some Gucci flip flops, it's gonna be in some Versace loafers.
You know what I'm saying? What were you saying though about the finish the statement?
What's up?
I
Oh,
said, yeah.
well, yeah, no, bro. It's just like, yeah, we like I mean, shoot, what is it? People always tell me, they'll hit me up like, oh, you gotta knock him out. You gotta knock him out. I'm like, dude. Don't think I'm not trying. I'm fighting the best fighters in the world, dog. You can't knock, like, you ain't gonna knock us out easy. I mean, shoot, what? I only got stopped once, and that, like I said, it ain't an excuse. I ain't gonna count it as an excuse because Danny's a bad dude. But I mean, I wasn't 100%. Shoot, if he would have blew wind at me, pause. Like if he would have been like I would have went down because I was just so weak. So it's just like, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I said, something like that, like an insurance or maybe even what's it called, a union for boxers, something that it's like we got backup where it's like if we need coverage to go get CAT scans, if we need coverage to get therapy, like just something to at least help us out to ease the bleeding, because it's like people don't understand, they don't realize we make money, but it ain't that sweet. I got like what? Let's say the Danny Garcia fight, I made $400,000. That's nice. 20% because I had a manager at the time. 20% went to him. 10% to my coach. Then my corner, I give them whatever they want. Then the sparring partners. Then training expenses. Then at the end of the day, people don't realize 33% of our checks go to good old Uncle Sam and his taxes. So at the end of the day, I was literally I'm making less than 40% of my own damn money. So it's like, come on now, like y'all don't understand. Yeah, the big zeros, and y'all see our paychecks on the internet and stuff. Like, damn, bro, how's that bag? I see you make that Garcia money or that Broner money, that Porter money. Like, yeah, bro, but trust me, there's a lot of that goes into this. It ain't that easy unless you're in that top echelon, like Danny, like Canelo, like Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Oscar De La Hoya. If you ain't in that pay grade, you ain't making that much money. We making good. I'm living good. I live good. I haven't had to work for like 5 years, but it's like, nah, bro. Life is rough, and I mean, shoot, I'm actually in Chicago waiting to make I gotta make some investments. I'm getting my multi-unit game going. On the real estate. I'm then too. I'm already gonna start taking a CDL course, and then I'm gonna buy me a couple of trailers and get the business going. Cause yeah, man, you know, I may be a street dude and may be with the shits, but I graduated honors at St. Joseph High School. Like, I ain't gonna end up stupid. That's why, like I said, I ain't gonna stay in this game for too much longer because I need all my wits with me. I need all my faculties, and I want to be able to enjoy my life after the boxing game.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Before you say anything, I ain't gonna say it, but I know by that background, I know exactly where the fuck you are.
What you mean?
I know exactly where you are from that background. I'm looking at that background and that walk. I know exactly what area you in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in a nice area.
Yeah.
I'm out the hood. I'm out the hood.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead. Big cool. One last question because Adrian got something to do.
Damn, you made me lose my train of thought. No. Speaking of, it seemed like you got a place in a plan after boxing, but in terms of once you retire from boxing, do you plan to stay in as maybe a commentator, a trainer, possibly a judge? I mean, something that you, like you said, you want to help the sport move forward. So, what is your plans?
I'm George Hernandez, my coach. He's actually ready to retire. So he already announced June he's retiring from the Park District, not from boxing, but from the Park District. So like he's been there 33 and a half years, and he's got a great pension right now, fully paid. So I told him I'm like, yo, what's up, coach? Let me get at that. Cause yeah, I mean, why not? So yeah, and he's like, you know what, Papa, that's perfect. He's like, I'll be able to stay in the gym whenever I want. And shit. He's like, you've been training here for 12 years. Everybody in the hood knows you because we're on the west side,
right?
Garfield Park. So he's like, bro, like, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, done. He's like, so yeah, that's the plan. Probably do that. And yeah, no, I'll always be in boxing. My heart is in boxing.
And don't nobody know about Garfield Park. All you gotta do is watch the Brat video.
Yeah. Right. Or King Louis video.
King Louis, man. All you got to do, real quick. Somebody wrote Paul Crawford, Adrian Granados. I need that next.
bet. Like I said, tell him to get his weight up or make sure he got the money right.
Right. That's what's up.
Last fight, so we'll see.
That's gonna be a dope fight. Adrian, when's the next fight that you think might take place? And then tell everybody. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I see your good.
Hey, ready.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I know where he is. You in Cicero?
No. I'm in Melrose Park.
But okay. Oh man, yeah. You on the real good side.
Yeah, trust me, bro. We moving on up.
Yeah,
Look,
you
when
on
he
the
drop
real
his
good.
location like that, you know he in a good part.
Yeah, he in the real good side. He's not that
Melrose.
far off 290 over there by CarMax.
Yeah, it's over here by the Hawthorne Racecourse.
Chris,
And,
yep.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. That's
yeah,
what's popping.
I went to Trenton College over here.
Tell everybody about your next fight that you hope you can get going, and tell them where they can find you on your social media, man.
Shoot, I should be getting a tuna fight November 6th out there in Mexico with King Carlos Promotions. Shout out to Carlos Molina making it happen down there. And yeah, no, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, El Tigre AG, Facebook, Adrian El Tigre Granados is the fan page. Yeah, man. Just dream still alive. Even if we don't get a world title, y'all know I'm gonna put some more barn burners on. I ain't going nowhere.
That's right. That's what's up. And again, Paul Crawl, get your weight up, homie. We need you. Hey, he ain't cheap. We from Chicago. We ain't cheap, dog. Get that weight up, baby.
Tell my son to grow up first.
All right.
Hey, be safe out there, man.
Hey, be safe out there. Adrian, appreciate you joining us. Hey, I'm going to hit you up later on tomorrow, man.
All right, bet, bro. Sound good. Appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, man. Go to Three Kings Boxing, everybody, and we out.
All right, bro. Peace.